do your announcement.
Here we are. Welcome, everybody. Once again, this is Coffee Talk with Julie and Nate. We are a couple minutes late because Nate is technologically challenged today, apparently due to his senior status, according to Julie. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. Anyway, hi. Good to see you again.
Nice to see you. Shall I embarrass you?
Go right ahead. Sure. You can do that.
It's your birthday.
Yes, that's right.
Hey, didn't we do an episode on my birthday also?
I think we did.
So
we did. We chatted at least. When is
yeah,
your
how
birthday?
fun is that? We both have birthdays on a Monday this year.
When is your birthday?
April.
Yeah, so they're going to be on the same day then every year, I guess.
Huh. I don't know how to figure those things out.
Cool. So yeah, and you got your hair done since last time.
Oh no, it's just, I
Well,
can style it lots of different ways. I usually just have it straight.
you got your hair more done than I did. We'll say that.
I think you had your hair done too.
This is a fresh shave.
Yeah,
I mean, like
see?
15 minutes ago, we can say that.
So yeah.
All right. Now you said, and I noticed we have actually a couple of questions for us today.
We do. I'm not sure how to get to them, but what I recall is somebody asking about us talking about having your own back. And I think that's a really great subject.
Yes, that is a really great topic. And I would say for me, like, that was something I never considered or heard about or thought about until I took an access class. The idea of having your own back. You were always supposed to be looking for, originally it's family. Family's going to be there for you. They're always going to be there for you. And then when you get in a relationship, then your partner is always going to be there for you. And no one ever talked about sort of me being there for myself, like,
yeah, it's like you have to be there for everybody else. It's always this outward thing.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, when I first read that about having your own back, the first thing that came to me was it's about acknowledging that you know what you know. And I know that that's a little bit cliche because that's the tagline, et cetera, for access. But I think that's exactly what it is. Like, if you are willing to acknowledge what you know, that is you having your own back. That is you saying, I got this. Or saying to yourself, you got this, right? Like, yeah. And it is a muscle. It's a muscle that I've had to build and I'm continuing to build. But being willing to take those risks and being willing to acknowledge yourself, it's really about acknowledgement. And over and over and over, it becomes a stronger muscle when you keep doing that, right?
It's so true. I was having a conversation with my daughter this morning, and she was having this realization. She's going to be 23 next month, so lucky her.
No way.
Yeah, right?
Are you older than me? Come on.
Anyway, she was saying that when she gets in these bad moods, it's because she's holding back all the things that she knows and the way that she would like to be and how she wants to express herself. And it's like it's not what other people do. And she's like, I'm just gonna trust me and listen to me and choose what I know, because it just makes me feel so much better than trying to hold everything back and play the games that normal people do. Yeah. And like, wow, what a great lesson to learn early in life. I mean, I guess I've raised them always knowing what they know, and empowering them to know what they know and to choose what they're going to choose. And if they're going to make mistakes, at least, they're little mistakes because they're young and they start to build their awareness. And I mean, so far, all the choices have been super easy and light for them in life.
Yeah. And that's fantastic. I mean, you need to acknowledge yourself as a mom for doing that.
Oh, God damn it.
I mean, it's
I
easy
wish I
for
was as
you.
smart as them.
It's easy for you to point at them and say, like, hey, look at what amazing choices they're making and how great is it that they're doing this at such a young age, which is true. But also, I mean, what kind of support have they gotten, and what kind of acknowledgement have you been giving them to follow their own knowing, right? And that's what it's about. And so, I
And
mean, for
start
me,
where you are, start right now. It doesn't matter how old you are.
yeah.
We can learn this.
And another big element to having your own back would be, sorry, would be to not judge yourself, like to be in total allowance of yourself for the choices, whatever choices you make at whatever time. So instead of, regretting something, or instead of beating yourself up, you have your own back and say, like, hey, all right, that choice didn't really work out so well. What did we learn? What can we do different next time? What awareness did we get? Choice creates awareness. So you make a choice, and you're like, oh, now I'm aware that that's really not the best way for me to go, right? So not judging yourself for any choices you make and any situation you're in, and not judging yourself or not buying the judgments from other people. Like that's
Yeah.
it's your own, you're supporting yourself. So,
And like a soft judgment is I should or I shouldn't. Don't should all over yourself.
I do that all the time.
Because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't even realize that they are judging themselves. It's like this natural instinct because we've grown up with it. It's habitual.
Yeah.
And recently after that telecall that Dane did, the finally beyond right and wrong, I've just been looking at what is the energy beyond right and wrong. We're
Right.
so used to, I don't want to be wrong. I want to be right. What's the right choice? I don't want to make the wrong choice. And you just ping pong back and forth between that. But there is something beyond that that's so much lighter and greater.
Right.
And I think it's going to take building that muscle of awareness to look for that energy and start being it and allowing it to come into this world.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, what you said about the should, that's something that I've really noticed myself. I've been able to catch myself more about that in the last, I'd say, month or so, because I try to listen to what I say all the time, because when you listen to what you say and how you say it, you become even more aware of what you're creating in your life. And
Mm-hmm.
the way that you talk about money, or the way that you talk about your relationships or your job or what have you. And this is also how you can be aware of where other people are functioning from, is when you listen to the way they talk about it and what they have to say. And so for me, I've been noticing, it's been kind of a theme in the last month or so, is the use of should. It's like, oh, what am I, or supposed to, what am I supposed to do? What's the right choice here? What's the, instead of looking at what's going to create more, or what's going to be a greater contribution, it's more of that idea of should and shouldn't and right and wrong. And so I will listen to that call again.
Yeah.
Because I have that too.
Well, what's so fun about all of this is that when you're being conscious, you're not thinking. You're just being.
Yeah.
So learning how to let go of the mind and be present and just choose and be light, like it's a totally different way of being.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can't think if you're right or wrong about something if you're being conscious.
And the
All you
other,
can do is choose.
yeah. And the other crazy thing about knowing is that it happens even more quickly than thinking. So if you've been in a situation where like you ask a question and immediately like you know the aware you know you get the awareness of it, but then a split second later your brain goes into gear and then you start doing the justification and the reason and the plus and the minus and the pros and the cons, even though you already got the awareness at the very,
Yep.
like it's hard to even explain time wise, but there's just this
Like a
split
nancy.
second, right? Like, yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
getting your own back, like that's such a great topic and such a great question. And I mean, I think it just starts with acknowledging that you're not right or wrong, and you know, being able to support yourself, I guess. Like,
Yeah, and just being like, okay, what would I like to choose?
yeah,
What's the energy of my life
for me,
for me and for the
like,
world,
yeah,
you know?
instead of, yeah, huh. Well, I'm not sure who asked that question. I was trying to look for it here and I couldn't find it.
It was somebody from Australia, Christine,
I
sent in
did
that
see, there you
question.
go, having your own back. Can we talk more about that?
Mhm.
Boom. Christine, hopefully we kind of covered that. Any follow-up questions, let us know. And we have also another question. That's something about, where was it? What does keeping your immune system strong mean to you? What is your immune system?
Well, in the technical term, it probably means being able to fight off, um, germs and viruses and things, right? Be healthy.
Right. Yeah.
Um, and what if it's also that same thing of not going into the right and wrong, being in resistance to things, but like being willing to choose what you'd like to choose and like not taking on other people's points of view if it's not actually true for you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, I mean, technically your immune system, I guess, biologically or medically speaking, is your body's protective system against invading unhealthy agents. I mean, yeah. And I mean, one of the places that it comes up a lot in Access is with body processes, and we say the immune system points, and there's a special, like a prescribed, places that you put your hands, and these are for to bolster your immune system, which is basically to keep you healthy and to help you shield from any invading or unhealthy elements, right? Um, yeah. So I kind of would like to have a few more details, but keeping your immune system strong is basically, your body being aware of what works for your body and what doesn't. That's, I think, another way to look at it is,
Yeah, and clearing out the gunk.
yeah,
I
talk to your
imagine,
body.
wouldn't running bars also be a major contribution to that? Because,
Yes.
all of our points of view create that slowness, um, of function. So clearing that clears your body, creates space.
Yeah. Yeah. And talking to your body, because everyone's body is different. I think one of the biggest things that I've learned through taking Access classes is about how everyone's body is different. And some people like vegetarian works, and some people it doesn't really work so well. And some people and really enjoy running, and some people hate running and they love lifting weights or aerobics or yoga. Like it's about the conversation with your body and what works for your body. So talk to your body and say like, is this going to work for you? What's light? What's heavy? What is a contribution to my body? Right? Your body is your being and your body are separate. I mean, they're together. Your body is inside your being, but you can have a conversation with your body. Your body is a sentient being.
It's
Like
like your first relationship, you know,
oh
your
yeah,
being and your body.
yeah,
So if you have a really great relationship communion, you listen to each other and you work together to create an amazing, joyful, generative, orgasmic living. And if you have a shitty relationship, you boss each other around and you make your life hell.
yeah. And your body will let you know. Like your body gives you awareness, and when you have an intensity in your body and you have a pain in your body that something you've labeled a pain, then ask your body like, what are you trying to make me aware of? What is this? What is this? What can I do with it? Can I change it? Because a lot of times, you know, it could be something as simple as you're not wearing shoes that work for your body, or you're not, you're eating something you shouldn't be eating, or, but your body tells you. And people are aware of this on the extreme ends. Like when you do a shot of tequila and you throw up, all right, well, clearly, I mean, we all know tequila is terrible. So obviously, but that's your body is telling you like, this is a bad idea. But that's on one extreme end of it. If you talk to your body, you can even become more aware of more subtle notifications, kind of.
Yeah, like yesterday I came out of the woods from a hike and I was going to the store for something that I knew I needed to get on the way home. And I walked in and saw this display of cut watermelon and my body was like that. And I was like, oh my God, I have to, I have to get that. And I had to I couldn't even wait till I got home. I opened the thing in the car and had a piece. My body was just so happy.
You're like a little kid. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah.
So, listening to it, giving it what it would like, and listening to how much also. Like there are many times when we do not need to eat, or we do not need to eat more than one or two bites of something.
Yeah.
And if we're really present with our body, it will show us in the way something tastes, and when it changes and it's not so amazing anymore, it's like it's done. You don't have to feel full to be done.
Yeah. Like if you have a big bowl of ice cream, sometimes you make it halfway through and you're kind of like, ugh, well, I got to eat the rest of it because it's here. That's not maybe a good choice, because
Yeah.
your body's already been like, that's enough. That's enough ice cream.
Well, you can either waste it or you can waste it on your waist.
Oh, look at you with the puns.
Where would you rather waste it, in the garbage or on your
And it's not only though the addition of weight and like growing your waist, it's also the unpleasantness of
Mhm.
gorging on something.
Mhm.
Like when you eat too much ice cream, you're going to probably have a little bit of heartburn, you're going to feel full, you're not going to sleep as well immediately, in addition to the potential extra waste, So, yeah. That's something, I mean, I grew up, man, it was all about the clean plate club. Everything that you put on your plate, you ate it, right? And so there was no wasting of
There
food.
were
There was no
starving
throwing away
people.
food. Yeah. And so coming to realize that maybe I don't necessarily it's not good for my body to eat all that food. Listening to my body. When I'm done, I'm done. Yeah. That keeping your immune system strong. I mean, like
I
you
think
said, you can do.
also like, what if also it has to do with being immune to judgment? Somebody saying you're this, you're that, or not wanting to be judged. If you have a healthy immune system and have your own back, um, then maybe you wouldn't be at the effect of any of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think um, I just thought I'd look up immune just to be dictionary about it. Resistant to a particular infection or toxin owing to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells. Protected or exempt, especially from an obligation or the effect of something.
See, unlike the
So,
exempt, it's
yeah.
not it's not a resistance to, it's being beyond it. It's like, that's just not going to affect me.
Yeah. The next one is not affected or influenced by something.
Yeah.
So, we can use the word immune also. Like someone is immune to your charms. It means as charming as you try and be, and as much as you flirt with them, it doesn't affect them, right? They're immune. So,
Have you actually run into that now?
oh,
Only
I
when
would
you
have
can.
to think about it. On the spot, I'm gonna have to say I don't think so.
No, nobody is immune
No,
to your.
wait. Oh, you're as is that my birthday present, Julie. You're too nice.
If it's light, it's true.
Right. Right.
And, I bet it's true for each one of us, and if it's
Yeah.
something like, the only times it doesn't actually work out is because you really didn't want it to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very
Nobody's
true.
immune to that.
I think, yeah, we have just a couple minutes left. So I guess after all that, short answer would be for your body, I mean, get your bars done. And there are loads. There are probably now well over 100 different body processes that are available in Access. Take a 3-day body class. You can learn a lot there. Even, MTVSS, cellular memory, all of the basic energetic hands-on processes are going to really help out with your immune system. And basically it transforms your body and makes you even more, like you said, unaffected by what's going on in this reality. You're a humanoid body. It operates on a completely different wavelength.
Yeah.
So,
And also our point of view, because our point
right.
of view will create our reality. So if our point of view is, I have a healthy immune system, I'm not going to actually be affected by this, then you won't.
Yeah. That's that's so weird. How you just like, it doesn't bother me. And then you see people they expect everything will make them sick. They're sick a lot more, right? Their point of view is like, oh, if I eat this thing off the floor, or oh no, someone sneezed in my general vicinity, then I'm going to be sick.
Yeah.
But
Like, people were on a hike in the woods wearing masks. I
yeah,
just, I,
which really affects the breathing element. I can't do that.
I can't do
Yeah,
that. So,
I mean,
I'm like, oh, that's an interesting choice to make. Okay, step aside.
masks are also like kind of annoying because it's really hard to see like who's cute and not. So it's like, you're so anyway. So you're off now for your regular.
Expanding exercise time, yes.
Yes. Well, we had, I don't know, what do we got? We got 5 people. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please, questions are lovely. I didn't check if there are any comments. Oh, we got a couple. Nope.
Yeah, a happy
But
birthday.
oh, well, thank you very much. It's technically not my birthday in Korea anymore, but it's kind of just starting in the US, so it's going to be a few more hours of probably getting some Facebook messages.
Ah.
So Poor me, knowing people all around the world. And if anybody is still up in an hour, I'm going to be talking about Brendan's business class with Fatma and Georgia.
Awesome.
So there you go. Tune in. It's a free Zoom. You can find it on the Access Facebook page. I should probably have a link. I don't know where it is.
Well, find it and put it in here. You've got
There
an
you go.
hour, right?
Yeah.
All
Cool.
right.
Well, enjoy your energy pull thing. Expanding, I know. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Okay.
I will talk to you soon.
Okay.
Thank you once again.
See you next week.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.